Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we are doing the weekly September 29th to October 5th of the sign Pisces. Alright Pisces, we're going to get right into pulling out your romance angel messages. Pay attention to red flags. Playfulness. And passion. Nice energy, right? But this could mean anything, and so we're going to go ahead before we get into seeing how this applies to your week. Let's pull out your animal spirits. Now, your animal spirit cards can indicate all kinds of things. They can indicate energies coming into your life to support you through a particular time. They can indicate events that are coming in, stages that you're about to enter into. They can also be indicative of personalities that you're dealing with, the type of people, okay? So whatever the case may be, we're going to go ahead and pull out your animal spirits for the week. And just to take whatever, cards are jumpy, just take whatever applies to you. And if it doesn't apply, just enjoy disregarding it. We know that this reading can't possibly be for all Pisces out there, all right? Fire ants. Fire energy, of course. Alchemical symbol for fire at the top of the card. We have mouse. Mouse has been showing up a lot for the readings this week. And we have tiger. Wow. So the previous reading I did was Aquarius, right? And the exact same animal spirits came out in the same placements, except for fire, and for Aquarius we had the elephant. The elephant did come out for most of the readings this week at some point. All right, but it's interesting that you shared the same two animal spirits. So let's get right into it. Fire ant energy is alchemical symbol for fire at the top of the card, and of course the fire ant is associated with rigid thinking, following orders, right? The fire ant is also someone who's very easily upset, very easily agitated, angry, in fact, right? Can explode at the slightest sort of like bit of aggravation. The fire ant immediately, as a group, will begin to descend on you, right? And so we're talking about here dealing with somebody, yes, who's kind of, if you're dealing with someone at work, this could be the person who's always running to the boss. This could be the person who's following rules to the letter, right, and not making any kind of room for compromises. This person, like I said, could also be the type of person that's very difficult to communicate with, you know. They very easily rub the wrong way, right? And so if you're resonating with this energy yourself, if you're over agitated, if you're feeling oversensitive, if you're constantly sort of exploding into anger and things of that nature, then it's really time to take a step back from everything that you've been doing. And this is going to be the same advice I give for the mouse energy, which we'll get to in a minute. But step back and take a moment to think about why you're getting so upset. What is it really that is agitating you? And try and sort of figure out perhaps there's something in your behavior, or perhaps there's something that is bugging you deep down inside. It's really irritating you and deep down inside that you're not paying attention to. And it seems to keep coming out when somebody is rubbing you the wrong way. All right. Now, mouse energy is interesting. This is alchemical symbol for earth at the top of the card. And so the mouse is an earth animal spirit, but the mouse is very detail orientated. This is the card for the nitpicker, right? The person who's very fastidious, but to a degree that it's just all about the minutia. It's all about the details. They're unable to see the bigger picture, and this individual can get extremely overwhelmed. Again, this will be, if you're resonating with this energy, the time will be to take a day off from work, take a day away from whatever you've been dealing with. Right? Because, of course, you need time for yourself, right? You need time to sort of not pay attention to the little nitpicky details and really look at the big picture of what's going on in a particular situation, right? You're getting bogged down. And in a way, what happens with the mouse is that it can, after a while, end up just chasing, you know, just running around and really not accomplishing anything. All right. Of course, if you're dealing with this type of personality, then of course staying calm and perhaps realizing that they're their own worst enemy is the best thing to do. Now the tiger, another fire elemental spirit, but the tiger is synonymous to worldwide with what? Fear. Right? The tiger animal spirit is also a very strong feminine animal spirit. This spirit is associated with the darkness, being comfortable in the darkness and not having fear, right? Of course, conquering fear, right? The tiger is the symbol of fear, but it's also, when we're talking about an animal spirit coming in, animal spirit, the tiger comes in a way to conquer that, right? Because why? The tiger hunts in the dark, right? This creature, this animal is comfortable in the dark places of the world, and the dark places of the emotions, right? They don't have any fear. They enjoy hunting by the moonlight because they can see things by the moonlight that others cannot. They're extremely receptive creatures, highly sensual individuals. Again, you may be dealing with a fire sign that is highly sensual. This person may come across as being absolutely fearless. This person indeed is probably going to come across as being highly feminine. Again, my readings are not gender specific. So when I talk about feminine, masculine energies, that's all that I'm talking about. I'm not talking about men or women, because of course you can have men that resonate with a high degree of femininity and women that resonate with masculinity at various times throughout their lives. But with the tiger, we're certainly talking about either you are drawing on a reservoir of fearlessness to get through a situation where things are very much in the dark, where you don't really know what's going to happen, or you are dealing with a person like this, and it could be a lover or a good friend. All right, Pisces, let's do it. We're going to get right into your forecast for the week. And let's see what you are resonating with this week, Pisces. Of course, again, just take what applies to your situation and disregard the rest. We're going to pull out about 5 to 8 3-card spreads just to see what may or may not be occurring this week for you, my lovely Pisces. I do love Pisces. Both my parents were Pisces, so I really resonate with Pisces energy. My Mars is in Pisces, so I understand the individual. Pisces individuals are a water sign, but they can be extremely fiery and passionate, very fiery and passionate. And they are the highest sign in the zodiac, right? So let's get into it. We have the Fool, Chariot again, there we go, and 4 of Wands. Okay, the Chariot has been coming out for the readings all week this week. The Fool almost always represents the Quarant in the reading. Oftentimes people interpret the Fool as needing a leap of faith because you're about to embark on a new stage in life. And that is indeed true, but the Fool also indicates oftentimes the Fool is about to enter a new stage of life because the Fool is also about to take a quantum leap in his learning, in his expansion, in his wisdom and understanding. A quantum leap in the experience of his soul, right? Because the Fool is the one that rides up and down the tree of life, right? And so, he goes up and down the tree of life to realize himself, to learn things, to expand his understanding and his awareness. And so the Fool also indicates certainly making a quantum leap in these areas. You are about to embark on a path towards your ultimate goals and ambition for your life. This is the nature of the Chariot. The Chariot has been coming through for a lot of the weeklies this week because of the sort of overall nature that this week a lot of you will have a lot of obstacles cleared in your path. And for this particular one, it's an obstacle that you have toward love, Pisces. Some of you are about to embark on a new love connection, All right, and it is going to be a ride. It is certainly going to be a long ride, something that's very passionate, I would say. Four of Wands talks about a stable relationship. Okay, so for some of you, whether you're with this person or not, you are about to engage in a stage of your life where this is absolutely coming in for you. Three of Swords, King of Swords, and Page of Pentacles. So some of you have been really hurt recently, right? You've been hurt by the words of others, by their actions, but more than anything, you've been hurt by their communication. Three of Swords talks about a painful situation that you have with somebody who's close to you. Oftentimes, people say this is third-party energy or cheating energy. It can be. 3 is the number for loyalty and bonding. But it's not even so much the fact that they stepped out. The real heart of the pain of the Three of Swords is that it's a swords card. It's not a heart card. So we're talking about here, Three of Swords, we're talking about a disloyalty in our communication. So it can be that somebody told you they loved you, but they really don't. Somebody told you they will be faithful, but they weren't. The pain comes not only because of what they've done to you, but it really comes more because of the lying, the communication, the disrespect, all of the things that are associated with swords energy, right? And a dissonance of the 3, a dissonance of loyalty and harmony. So it's just negative sort of communication that comes in. And that's really what hurts you the most. It's the feeling of having had your intelligence insulted or being played for a fool. And of course, this will resonate in situations where somebody lies to you and cheats on you. That's sort of like a grotesque example of what really is happening here in the Three of Swords. So some of you are coming out of this period, or you have been dealing with this most recently, and King of Swords energy comes in the sense that you're no longer willing to tolerate any bullshit. You want the truth to come out. You get to the heart of the truth of everything lately. Because you can no longer take this kind of duplicitous sort of communication. You don't trust anyone anymore as a result of this heartache over here. And so you resonate with King of Swords, and you're really requiring people to be extremely honest with you. Someone else is going to come in, though, who's going to be helping you with a lot of sort of like, I want to say getting the practical side of your head together. Page of Pentacles talks about somebody who's really handy and helpful. This is the friend when you are kind of suffering with depression. They're going to make sure to go to the store and get your food for you. They're going to be the ones to make sure did you get up and do this today and do that? They're going to help you with things that maybe you don't have the strength to do right now because you're going through something, right? The Page of Pentacles is that steadfast, practical, earthly friend who is there for you. And this person is going to come in for you this week, Pisces. Wow, Wheel of Fortune 10 and 10 Pentacles. So again, this has been the week for everyone to really get what they desire. The wheel is turning, Pisces, and that means fortune is favoring you. Opportunities are coming in that are great opportunities. Now, this is not to say, remember, Wheel of Fortune turns, but it doesn't mean that every single thing that is happening is going to be a blessing. You still have to be able to discern which opportunities are the right opportunities. However, the Wheel of Fortune is letting you know that right now is the time to take advantage of the right opportunities, because they're going to lead you to a level of abundance with this 10 of Pentacles that you've been seeking. This 10 of Pentacles abundance could also lead to a marriage. It could also lead to a love connection. Oftentimes, 10 of Pentacles indicates the type of abundance that comes in that allows you to support a family. Sometimes we don't have love or family or that connection in our life because we don't actually have the type of life that supports it. Do we have room for these people in our lives? Do we have the financial ability to be able to sustain that type of relationship? I mean, it's sad to say, but we do live in a world where money is involved. You have to be able to pay your bills. You can't pay your bills with love. Right? An example would be is if you're in love with someone and they have 3 kids, and in order for you to be with them, you know, you're going to have to make more money, or they, you know, in order for them to have enough time with you, that means they have to take time off of making money to support themselves. Where's that money going to come from? It will have to come from you. These are real life examples, right, of how abundance and wealth can impact our ability to have a full life with others. And so 10 of Pentacles talks about reaching that stage where you can indeed support that kind of situation. The Hierophant also comes in because you're making a stronger commitment to certain things in your life. It could be that there have been certain areas in your life that you have not been as committed as you've liked to be, or you've not put as much quality time in as you've liked to have put in. You are now changing that, Pisces. A lot of you are now putting really all of your time into a certain endeavor, and this endeavor is ultimately what is going to lead you to the 10 of Pentacles. King of Cups, Page of Wands, and the Sun. Wow. So some of you have a King of Cups coming in, or you may be resonating with the King of Cups. It could be interesting. I'm going to say, Pisces, that some of you are resonating with King of Cups in the sense that Cups, of course, are water, and King is fire. It's associated with fire, so it's the fiery aspect of water. And you guys are very much like that. I mean, the King of Cups has a fish around his, if you can see this, you can see the fish around his neck, because the King of Cups is associated with Piscean energy, right? And so what we're talking about here is that you are feeling very much on top of your game. You're feeling very good, but also you are also resonating with King of Cups energy in the sense that you may have put your eye on something that you want in a relationship, someone or something that you want, and you see it, you know it, and this week you decide to go for it. Page of Wands talks about a conversation that you're going to have. You may broach the subject with someone. Page of Wands also talks about that initial conquering of fear, conquering the tiger so that you can express yourself creatively. Remember, being an artist and expressing your artistic talents or expressing your creative sort of desires, oftentimes we have to conquer our fear, right? Conquer our fear of being embarrassed or ridiculed, being turned away or turned down. And so you kind of really wrestle with that this week, but I think you take a step towards conquering that fear in a particular area. This could be a relationship. This could also be, I'm going to say it's a relationship because King of Cups, it's definitely something you very much love. And so I want to say it's a person, but it can also be an artistic endeavor that you just feel so strongly about, right? That is what you are conquering your fear with, and that you're going to be redoubling your efforts with. The Sun comes out as a reaffirmation just to let you know, and I'm going to say for some of you who do make this leap with the Page of Wands in terms of having the right conversations, getting out there, either with the person or with the endeavor, you very, very quickly get a reaffirmation that you're on the right track, because that's what the Sun brings in, clarity and reaffirmation. 8 of Wands, Temperance energy, and 8 of Swords. I'm going to end on the 8. 8 is, of course, the number of strengths and weaknesses. We have had a lot of 8s come out for the readings this week as well. 8 of Wands talks about a lot of messages coming in, right? Lately, you've been getting a lot of mixed messages. It could be that you're dealing with a lot of different people on a particular project, and everyone's giving you a different message. Everyone's telling you something different. And what are you having to do? You're having to dig into your Temperance energy, all right? Temperance is, of course, the Sagittarian card. Some of you may be dealing with a Sagittarius who's going to help you decipher some of this information and pick which one of these wands to truly focus on, because not all of them are as important as others. But even if this isn't a separate person, you certainly tap into Temperance energy in a sense that you control your passions, right? You control your anger, your fear. You control yourself this week because of all the chaos. It's almost as if the more chaotic your life gets and the people around you get, the calmer you get. Right? And this is very good. This is a very good dynamic for you, Pisces. It's, you know, temperance is something that helps us to control our emotions, our inner sides, our reactions. Not even so much control our emotions, but control how we react to them, right? Dealing with our emotions is all to do with Leo energy, the major arcana 8 strength card. But with temperance, we're talking about not only so much controlling your emotions, but controlling how you react to them, controlling that knee-jerk reaction, not going right away on Facebook and saying the world sucks, kiss my ass, or not making, decisions that you're going to regret later. Tempering yourself, taking a moment to really decide what is best in each situation. And so you're imbuing this energy, and the more you calm with all of this chaotic energy, I'm going to say that someone in your life really presents themselves as being either an incubus or a succubus, in the sense that they are resonating with Eight of Swords energy. They're going to try to make you feel very guilty. They're going to try to blame you. They're going to try to say it's all your fault. Eight of Swords is my great gaslighter card. It's my victim card. This person is the type of person who has such a rigid way of thinking that they are alienated by it. But then on top of that, they oftentimes blame everyone else around them for this alienation. They don't take responsibility for their own decisions and their own actions. And so in this way, this person can very much turn into that gaslighting energy. They in turn can be the one that created this chaotic energy over here to begin with. So for some of you Pisces, you're going to figure out that there's one person in your life who continues to create a lot of chaos. And through this temperance and this ability to stay calm in a heated situation, you really come to some hard realizations this week about this, Pisces. Now, how you react to them is really going to be down to you, and we will see what the next weeklies say. But remember, pay attention to red flags, right? Paying attention to red flags. This person may also indeed be resonating with fire and energy. So on top of everything else, this person could be the type who really gets bent out of shape whenever you want to talk to them about these issues. But all of this is really going to give you a way forward, because I think this is a situation that you've been dealing with for quite some time, Pisces. All right, this is it. This is your reading for the week September 29th to October 5th. Pisces, we made it. I love you so much. If you enjoyed this reading, please like, subscribe, and share. Go ahead and hit the bell, hit the notification bell so you can get notified on all my Pisces videos. But for right now, Pisces, have a wonderful week. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.